Ding. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The View from the Afternoon. Ben's not here this time. Do you know what, though? It really helps having just three of us because it means there's a nice space on screen for the lineup posters to go.
Yeah.
That's
you know
good.
what? You're welcome for last week then.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, speaking of last week, Raz, we've got to put you through your paces like we did Ben.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a return to work?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they happen and sometimes they just don't, do they?
Sometimes they don't if you're lucky, but this one's going to happen.
Yeah,
Do you
okay.
want to start us off, Mary?
Yeah.
So, can you please explain your absence, first of all?
Yeah, I had COVID. Do you want to see the text that I've definitely got on my phone for my NHS, am I right? Can I change your name back yet?
I'm still saved as NHS.
Yeah, he's
on
still
our phone.
NHS.
Oh,
I've got about 6 NHS people, though, so it's hard to know who's who.
what a wild time that was,
Don't act like you didn't do that. I didn't.
I didn't either, but some people did.
Yeah,
and I
some
don't
people
judge
did.
them. I'll never forget when I was eating Christmas dinner at Mary's like 2-3 years ago maybe, and I was due to be working like they rope you out of the office to work on like the shop floor sometimes and like, around like busy periods, which is a complete like just fucks with your whole day. And I was dreading it for like 2 weeks straight, and then got the COVID text or the app notification as soon as Christmas dinner was served, and I was buzzing.
Yeah.
And I text my manager, "Hi mate, sorry I can't come in for 10 days." Oh, it's all right to work from home then, isn't it? What are you looking at emails for? Raz, out good going on there?
There's some stuff moving because I've actually been very ill the past few days. Literally been on my ass the whole weekend, which is annoying because that's my time.
Yeah.
So I
that is
literally
annoying.
spent the whole of...
Did you think you had COVID?
Maybe, but do people get tested nowadays? I don't, because I just stay at home all the time.
There's no point, because it doesn't change, does it? If you have COVID, you're not going to isolate, because people don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you don't get a flu test, do you?
No.
Very true.
Yeah.
I've still got a little bit of the sniffles. I was a bit ill midweek. I mean, I guess it's midweek now, a few days ago. But feel fine now.
Yeah.
Had a good sleep for the first time all year.
And I don't see anyone vulnerable, so...
Hey, not yet. The energy's already better than last week. And when I say last week, I mean we recorded it only a few days ago.
We
but
recorded it 2
we
days
were
ago,
fucked.
yeah.
Like Ben had been up since 2 a.m. I was ill on that day.
So, yeah, I usually start, watch at least the first, minute or two, just by default as I'm checking the comments to see what's going on. Why was Ben up from 2 a.m.?
Because when you wake up sometimes at that time, you just can't get back to sleep. I've done it before, and
Yeah.
it's fucking annoying.
Mental, man.
It is annoying. I did it when we went to America recently. Fucking awful.
And why? What's going on with your sleep?
I don't know, mate. I honestly
Just
don't
waking
know.
up halfway through, for a
But
2 hour interlude.
Yeah, literally.
Go
And
out,
then
go
my
out into
mind's
the
like,
foyer and get your...
what do I think about now? Okay, here's me explaining to imaginary podcast host how the channel was started from 0 to now.
Right.
Right, run through that for an hour. Now let's do Rush's 2112 in full on drums in my head.
God.
It's honestly, it's bad. But I had a good night's sleep and we're feeling refreshed, re-energized and ready to talk about some festival lineups.
Yeah.
Now, this is the last curated episode of this. Oh,
That's going to be annoying.
Raz. That's all right. The listeners have missed you, I'm sure. They'll put up with it for you, Raz. So we've done 3 of these. This is episode 4. This is all the lineups that I've been able to curate that seem interesting or relevant or just worth looking at. And that makes up about 40 to 45 lineups. If there's any lineups that you want to see us do, drop them in the comments and we'll do like a audience participation episode next week. And then after that, we'll do a rundown of best to worst. Try and get all 4 of us on that one. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other business before we get started?
Now let's jump.
No.
Let's just jump into
Let's
it.
go.
Okay. So, if you'll bring your eyes towards the laptop, and we'll start with this one here. This is called Belladrum. Have you ever heard of Belladrum?
Never.
I've heard of... Is it a place?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's up top of Scotland.
Can you turn your brightness up?
Yeah. course I can. Mate.
There you are,
you go.
Oh, that's better.
Way too bright.
No, it's not. So right.
So it's up in Scotland, and
Yeah.
it's a family kind of event, but people swear by this, like the Scottish people I know and that I've been close to.
A few interesting names on there, aren't there? Like, it's not bad actually. Like, okay, like Texas. Okay.
Texas are Scottish, aren't they?
Texas, what do they do? What's the
I
song?
don't know, but they do have some
They've
like
got-
big hits from
are
like
they-
ages ago.
From like the 80s or something.
No, like 2000s
Oh, I'm
maybe.
thinking T-Rex, maybe.
They're so different.
Right.
And they're not from the 80s, I don't think, T-Rex.
Texas had a song called "Say What You Want." I don't know.
Big band, big Scottish band.
Right.
Paul Heaton still out there blagging his way into headline slots. He's done a load, hasn't he? He did Tramlines. He did quite a few last year, I think, as well, with special guest singer Rianne Dowdy. But I don't really care too much about this lineup. The reason that this is on here is because this was just the latest local one to drop. And who's on that top line, Raz?
What top line?
The top undercard.
Cassidy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, they're such a strange band because
I didn't know they were still going.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know what the fuck they do. They're like so. What's the word? They're just like so off and on. If you don't know Cassidy, and you don't, they're like a 5-piece guitar band, and sometimes rotate instruments, or at least they were back in 2010.
Well, is that when we discovered them?
Yeah, I think so.
So me and Raz were walking across the Leeds Fest site.
Definitely just me and you.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, was there someone else?
No.
Fair enough. Thanks for clarifying that there wasn't. I remember it strictly as me and you. So
Yeah.
either I'm good at repressing memory, or can you put that on mute, please, mate? We're trying to record a
So
fucking
rude,
podcast
man.
here.
Sorry, mate. Dead popular.
Yeah. And we walked past this, and it was the first time we've ever been like stopped in our tracks by a band sounding so good. And they have a great song called "Take Another Ride," and that's the only export from them that has entered my life.
Really?
Yeah, but I'd
Oh.
love to go and see them.
I had the albums, mate.
Did you?
Yeah, I knew a lot of songs by him.
Let's try and go and see them, but not at this.
Something interesting about this poster specifically, I've just looked up and seen Texas and Paul Heaton. I didn't even acknowledge that. I thought it was the title.
It's a terrible poster.
So I
innit?
was looking, thinking Example and Tide Lines
Yeah.
were the headliners.
It is a very, very bad poster. On a glance, you're going to think, well, it's the name of the festival up at the top, aren't you?
Yeah,
But
bad name for a
no,
festival.
that's written down at the bottom in the right-hand corner in an unreadable script.
What's
Right.
the 3D thing?
I think it's just they're going for like a movie theming.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Will we ever go to Belladrum? Probably not. It's in the middle of the heat of festival season, but it's nice for the families up there in Scotland. Just remember to dispose of your waste in the correct way.
Of course.
Is it called Tartan Heart Festival?
I think
Or
it's
is
just
it
called
called
Belladrum. 25,000 cap, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah. God, it literally is right in the middle of Scotland.
Miles away.
Like, well, when I say right in the middle of Scotland, I don't mean like in the middle, but in the middle of fucking nowhere is what I mean.
Well, I guess we'll see Val's at Belladrum. This for me, it really doesn't do much. I'm going to give it a solid 1. Example's good fun.
I'll give it a 2 just because it's in Scotland.
Oh,
And-
you know they'll bring the vibe as well.
Yeah,
right?
and it's by Inverness as well, so they got like a real thick accent.
But it's a lineup review. It's not where the place is.
That was Dan's thing. When I remember
What?
when Dan was running this, it was like we're going to rate each thing out of 9. Vibe, price.
Oh, I didn't.
It was too convoluted, but I do like the idea of that. But just if someone could be asked putting a better thing together.
I'll give it a 2 because you got Example on there, you got Pigeon Detectives, you got Cassidy, you got the Hoosiers, mate.
Yeah,
Remember them?
yeah.
Yeah. So like, there's at least 5,
All right.
and I'd go see Texas and be like, I can't wait to find out which song I know.
Been there twice to Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's probably some other shit going on as well.
Yeah, well, there's over 100 free family-friendly activities.
So
Yeah. One.
one,
I'd say 2.
2. Sorry, 1 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And just like always, the absentee will be sent these posters and they can submit their results. All right, here's something a bit more engaging for us. Let's have a look.
God.
Okay, here we go.
Bonnaroo.
Respond to me
Now,
immediately.
Bonnaroo is a festival that we have been told to go to since we first went to Coachella. And it is regarded as like one of the big American ones. Like you got Coachella and you got this and a couple of others as well. But like it's on that level. It's like a major US festival. We've tried to go for the last 2 years, but it hasn't worked out. I can't actually remember why.
Last year, it just wasn't a good lineup. And we were going to go, but just to go to the festival, but it wasn't strong enough. And we just had Download down the road that was a great lineup. So it's like travel however many thousand miles to go to an average version of a great event. Or
wait
just,
till you've got like a better version of that event.
Yeah, and we just went to a already great event that we knew was going to be great, but unfortunately had the shits. That's a different story. But yeah, Bonnaroo looks... there's something going on this year.
I'm not blown away by it. I'm not like, wow. But there's definitely enough there to satisfy me, which I don't normally say with a lot of these lineups. But
this is a perfect year for us to go, I think, because it's not like, wow. It's not...
I agree.
Muse isn't on there, put it that way. You know what I mean?
If only.
But it's not absolutely stacked, so you've got time to truly investigate.
Like Coachella year one.
Exactly.
Mid to good lineup.
And like the headliners at least, like there's stuff going on there. So like you're gonna see a headline performance there. There's quite a bit on the undercard. It's really well balanced. It's not perfect, but like starting off Luke Combs on a Thursday night in Tennessee. Like, what more do you want?
I'm gonna really try and learn his set list.
Yeah.
Because it's in everyone's best interest, I think.
Absolutely.
To just get into all this as much as you can.
Yeah. You got Sammy Vergy again.
Sammy Vergy, man.
What the fuck is going
he's
on?
like he's like Schrodinger's Vergy. Like you can't tell what size he is until you look at him on the lineup.
Yeah.
Oh, is he like sub-headlining at Rise Festival to 3,000 people? Or is he like second to top line at Bonnaroo?
Worth mentioning, ICP on there.
Yep. Are you going to do the makeup?
I mean, probably not, no, but...
I might. No, I'm not going to. It's the first day. It's the first day.
And that's pretty strong for a Thursday. That's going to be really good. Rolling in that first day and having a great night. Friday, Tyler can take or leave it.
I'm really growing on Tyler. And what I mean is that in reverse. Tyler's really growing on me.
Yeah.
I listened to his album in full today, his latest album. And I've listened to it in full a few times, and it's just really, really good. And I was saying this in the chat, but I think for me to start caring about an act, they either need to be really good, or I need to see them 3 times live.
Right.
Sam Fender didn't give a. We were laid down at Rockworks to watch him when we first seen him. Now I've been to Arena to see him on my own money.
I've just seen something that I've not seen before, but we'll get to it.
Is it by chance Megadeth?
No, I saw that. That's what got me as I was going through the lineup. I was like, I went through it all, and then I saw Megadeth, and I was like, that's brilliant. Because like, look at everything else around it.
I love Megadeth.
I love that they're there.
Same.
Because that's fit in.
They don't need to fit in.
Yeah,
they break the boundaries.
It's
around
a real
them.
like wild card that.
Yeah, Friday would be a good day as well.
It adds just so much credibility in there for me. Like, not even consciously thinking about it, but just having Megadeth in there, it's like a spread of like, it just tips the balance so much.
Yeah, like on the same day you go see Tyler and Megadeth.
Class.
Brilliant. Okay, Saturday, Olivia, Avril.
Love Olivia.
Justice.
And we should really get into. Or not like listen to beforehand, but we should really try and enjoy the Justice set because it was class at Coachella.
Yeah, they're so good. You just have to be in the right frame of mind.
Bit of Nelly?
Bit of Nelly.
You know,
why not?
Nelly on there?
Yeah.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Why do I know Modest Mouse?
Float on, and they do Float on and another one.
I also know.
Yeah.
Like, I hear a lot about Hot Mulligan. I sound my age when I say that. Who else is there on that day?
Don't you think it's strange that
Gorilla.
like some bands like Hot Mulligan
Yeah.
like play it over there where we can see the building in a key club
Yeah.
from where we're sat right now,
Yeah.
and then they're on Bonnaroo.
Yeah. It's wild. Like, I remember seeing Pup for the first time, and that was at Coachella. And it was
Mad,
great.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great
Yeah.
because you kind of think you get in your own bubble here, and you're like, God, I'm off all the way to Bonnaroo,
yeah.
for example.
Important line there that I'm hoping is true to what it says. That line in pink.
The
Plus,
pool party.
Yeah, if there is a pool, mate, then this could be a perfect festival. Sunday's a bit dead.
Yeah,
my
I was
eye.
just about to say the real down of this festival is the Sunday. I just hate Queens of the Stone Age
They're
with
so
a passion.
shit, aren't they?
Yeah. Hosier as well.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend is good.
I don't
But-
want to see him.
Yeah.
I'd see him. I would go and see him if I had no else on.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to take up like a big spot on my Bonnaroo
There's
lineup.
nothing really going on Sunday. Like again, so they're going for like the Hosier, Natasha Bedingfield,
Strange that Natasha's going over there, man. She's doing
Yeah.
everything.
James Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
Like what's going on? But Sunday is the day to do this to us.
Yeah.
Because if I can mentally check out Sunday and you just sort of wake up on Sunday and go like,
Fancy some spicy chicken in Nashville.
shall we just fuck off?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it.
But
How many clips have we got?
it gives you the perfect opportunity to go, do we still need to look around the festival a bit more, or shall we just check out now and just
And the thing is, you're not really missing too much because you've still had 3 full days of music like you
Yeah.
would at Coachella.
yeah.
It's just the day 0 here is also stacked with some bands.
Yeah. I think that's a super well-rounded lineup.
Now, there's also a unique thing on there that's kind of cut off, which is the King Gizzard 3-day residency. So, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, which is a cringe name, I know, but that's probably the point, are a band I know I'd really like,
Right.
but I just haven't ever dipped my toe in. And it's going to take some real discipline to try and get into them before this event.
They're a band.
Yeah.
They're doing 3 days.
I've heard like a couple of their songs. Yeah, they're doing all 3 days, and it'll be like a different set. But what I don't want to do, because I don't care about them, but the songs I've heard, I'm like, there's something there for me, and I don't want to in 5 years be a massive fan of them.
Yeah.
And be like, can you believe I didn't go and see those 3 days? It'd be like doing it with like Biffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing that for them to put that on.
What's the Infinity Stage, the world's largest 360 spatial audio
Well,
experience?
It's new, isn't it?
We've seen like Enter Shikari did like this thing at Trees once, didn't they? Where it's like 4D audio, and they were using the towers in the middle, like to separate the mix, and they would
It
mix. them.
sounded fucking ace.
Yeah, it did, but let's see it done. Is it just that, or is it full? I guess it's spatial audio, isn't it? So it's going to be multiple. So it's not just a four.
What they need at Bonnaroo is like a crew of authentic, likable, and relatable people to go and actually explain and show the public what that is.
Yeah, and
So
and again, the stage is like, I don't know what the stages look like. I don't know what the site looks like. I don't think there's anyone out there like actually exposing this in the way that it should be.
I know it deserves a bit more publicity. I think, and if anyone can give it some publicity,
it deserves some British lads.
I'm going to give this a 4.
Yeah.
If I was going to this festival, I would be very pleased.
Yeah. I want to say 4. If this was Luke Combs is doing a bit of heavy lifting actually.
Lifting heavy beer into his mouth.
Yeah, never broke his heart. You know what? Yeah, let's go with a 4. I'm gonna be generous because
Why not?
Because there is some stuff in there as well.
Yeah, there's
I'm being too judgmental because I'm saying like, oh, if it was Leeds, and then that's just shadowing my judgment because that is actual shit this year. But this is actually good because there's a lot on the undercard. There's some good headliners. It's really well rounded.
Bez?
3 for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, brutal.
It's all right.
it's brutal out here.
I'd be happy to go.
Yeah, I bet you would. Well, if it's only a 3, then I guess we'll rethink.
Done.
Let's go. That is very good. All right, up next we got one called Electric Castle. This is in Transylvania. We've had loads of requests to attend this event.
I was looking at this earlier just because came across my eye for some reason, and I saw it was in Transylvania.
Yeah,
which is
that's-
obviously like
That's the thing people say to us. They're like,
Yeah.
you know, when we get like emails or messages or comments or whatever, it's like, it's in a castle in Transylvania. Like, go and check it out. JT, amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
great booking.
A really good booking. I mean, the only other thing I've seen him at is Pink Pop.
Yeah.
So maybe it's part of his world tour. And he's got some solo dates around that time.
Is he doing some stuff at like O2?
Maybe.
I think he is.
Yeah, I recall seeing that.
Yeah.
But you might just be confirmed.
Then if
bias
you
thing.
like, you got two polar opposites there, like ultimate party dance, amazing pop star
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake
I think it's a feeling.
with Queens of the Stone Age underneath,
Yeah.
just for a real dreary. Imagine how good JT would be after standing through Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
God, some people are going to be so annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Yeah, man.
But something about this lineup, similar to one we discussed last time, it seems like they are catering quite heavily to the local music.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean,
Does it?
Bon Entendeur, Dove, Liana, and friends.
Joey Valence.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yes.
there's so we don't really know this, so we don't know if it's good.
Especially as you get into the like the stages down at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no there.
It's
is
kind of
there?
hard to judge because we're coming at it from a UK perspective.
If-
These might be massive.
I think most of
around
those
there.
are English.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying.
You really do once again, I start to see the crossover. Like I've seen Joy Valence and Bray multiple times now, like Justice, obviously.
But the other lineup you've seen Justice on is in Bonnaroo, which is like 5,000 miles away from this.
Yeah, no, but we've seen them before, and
Oh, right, I see what you
especially
mean.
like Queens of the Stone Age and JT as well. Like this one's all right.
If I was going to that, I'd be happy.
Yeah,
Like JT, Justice, Bicep. We talked a bit about this last episode because they're on all together now. They are Irish. It turns out.
But if you look, it's Justice and
It's not.
Bicep.
It's not. That's just the spacer that they use. I thought that as well.
Oh, of course. It looks like they're presenting a Chroma DJ set.
Yeah, but they're
Bicep
not.
is good though.
Yeah. Probably see them again, and I'd be happy to see Shaggy as well. Interesting that he's popping over.
Yeah.
Wonder what else he's doing.
How many would I see? Justin, Justice, Shaggy.
The scratch are meant to be pretty good on the bottom line of the.
See the
top bit.
Amazons, I guess.
Yeah, Joey Valence.
Yeah,
It's. I mean, it's not amazing.
I'd
I
say
would-
5, maybe 6 if I could be asked. If I was in a certain type of mood for Queens of the Stone Age, you know, the type of mood where you want to be depressed actively. You're not really, you are looking for it. You're looking for someone to get you down. Go see Queens of the Stone
I mean,
Age.
it goes well with like Transylvanian Castle, doesn't it? Like vampire, like no one knows. I think this would be the kind of place where we'd probably have a great time, but lineup wise, it's got to get a 2 from me.
Yeah, I was good at rolling with the 2.
It's a 1 from me.
Wow, we. All right, moving on to Jera on air. We had a lot of people say, talk about Jera on air. Well, all right then, fine. We got you. So this is one that's kind of in the middle of summer. It always contests with those kind of. I always bundle a lot of these together, like your Rock Hams and your Grass
Yeah.
Pops and your Hellfests and your.
Yeah.
This one's clearly smaller. Like, I would say maybe Trees size, maybe a bit bigger than Trees based on the talent on the lineup.
No, because like when you think about Trees, they had Bullet headline the other year. They've had Turnstile, and their Turnstile would probably headline Trees now, and they'd probably have a really good book in there with Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah,
say
but
this
they'd all be different years. They seem to, with Trees, like when Bullet headlined, the rest of the lineup kind of suffers because all the budget's gone on Bullet. Like you wouldn't have this stacked of
probably not.
headliners in one year at Trees.
But it is definitely a smaller festival based on this lineup,
Yeah.
if they're your headliners. Bullet, one of the best bands of all time, really, aren't they? Like when you, in terms of like guitar,
They're brilliant.
like metal. in
They're
terms
one of the
metal.
best bands to come out of Wales, I'll tell you that.
Oh, absolutely. Wales has I don't know if Wales just has quite a high concentration of good music, or if it's just because they talk about it a bit when they're from Wales.
Yeah,
no
true.
one goes like, we're from England. Like, whoa, England's got a load of good bands. But Wales does seem to have quite a lot of good bands, doesn't it? Including some that that we don't like anymore.
Is H2O like the H2O?
What's that?
Who like H2O feat platinum?
I've never heard that.
You have.
I had no
What's
idea
it
what
gonna
that is.
be?
What do you mean? What's it gonna be?
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Nope.
Oh, everyone will know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're on about.
Sex Pistols should be a headliner. Great to see him in a headline slot. I would like to see him. Hopefully I can catch him this year. You got Frank Turner on there,
Yeah.
trying to pay for that divorce. Get as many tour dates in as he can.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh, Frankie boy.
All right, who am I going to see? Saturday, Turnstile, I guess.
Oh, wait.
What?
Look at the days on the lineup.
Oh, shit.
So it starts with Bullet.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's in reverse. What the hell is the point of that?
Oh, that's interesting. All right, fuck me. So Thursday, Bullet, yeah, definitely. Am I going to see anyone else? Bad Wolves do that cover of Zombie, don't they?
Oh, Zombie's such a terrible fucking song, man.
They make it a bit better. That's
Trophy Eyes, I've heard their name.
Yeah, I've heard their name, but I can never be asked. Sex Pistols, I guess. Although I'm seeing them multiple times this year already, and by that time I'm going to be like, fuck this.
Are we though?
Probably.
I don't think they're at anything. Are they at Boomtown?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be good.
Frank Turner, I guess.
Frank Turner's good fun.
Good time. Turnstile and...
Turnstile's great.
Is that about it?
A Turnstile that much bigger than Not Loose? I would have said they were level pegging now. But I guess it doesn't matter.
I'd say depends on, like, specifically on the location, I guess.
There's 3 headliners here I care about and Frank Turner, and that's it for me. What do you think, Miz?
Just Bullet and H2O if it's what I think it is for me.
God, you're going to be so disappointed to learn that it's not.
Someone in the comments will let us know.
Why would David there?
I know
like,
they really don't fit on
yeah.
the lineup, so I don't know.
I'll roll in with a 3 for this. It's all right.
I'm going to give it a 2. I'd love to check this out. It seems they serve Jupiler, which is one of our favourites for us, whether we like it or not. It's one of our favourites. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2. I think it's quite underwhelming on the undercard, but the headliners are good.
1 for me.
Yeah?
1.
Yeah.
All right.
You can give it a 0, you know.
I know.
It's not worth a 0, that.
That's
Yeah.
reserved for the
Yeah.
real bad ones.
You'll just enjoy
What was
it.
your score as?
Mine was a 3.
Bloody hell.
Now, here we
just
have
all right, that.
an amazing festival that in 2 or so years I'd be eager to return to, because the quality of acts that they can just line up is unparalleled.
Oh, this again. So they've done it again. They've got a load of great acts again. The problem with this poster is it's really understated. Like Linkin Park, Green Day, Sam Fender, Olivia Rodrigo. How are you not? It must take a lot for them to go, no, we're not going to put them in massive writing.
Just use the same font for everyone.
Yeah, just you can have a few points, but not that much. You know, that's his Belgium. You're not like that.
What do you think, Mez?
I think it's quite good. It's not that good though.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. There's not much there for me. I don't really care for Linkin Park.
You're gonna go see Simple Minds supporting Green Day.
What does Simple Minds do?
Don't you?
Oh, I'll see.
forget
All right,
about
I'll
me.
see
Is
them.
that all it takes? Like 2.
I'll see them. Green Day, just that thing about Billy Joe. I just don't like him.
He is a bell end.
Olivia, yeah, all
Olivia
right.
and Noah though.
I don't know
headline
Noah.
size
I
artists.
don't know Noah. That's it. It's all about your own personal
Yeah, it is.
personal thing, and for me, this doesn't excite me at all.
Jacob Collier on the opening that main stage, I assume, like for earliest on the bill there on the just fucking did the O2.
Elbow used to be massive, didn't they?
Where are they?
I like Elbow.
On the 5th,
I do as well. Yeah.
like far down.
And if I remember correctly, it's a great fucking value for money, this as well.
Yeah.
When we went in 2023, we saw like 8 like UK headliner size artists. We
Who
saw
was
like
there when-
Stormzy,
Right.
Muse, Liam Gallagher. Fucking hell. There was more because a lot of them were.
There was Sam Fender,
Sam
but he
Fender.
wasn't headlining.
There was a lot of them. Well, Liam wasn't, was he?
No.
Oh,
Stormzy wasn't headlining.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
Maybe
Ri-
Liam was. Stormzy wasn't.
Yeah, it's a really great festival. The only problem is the tokens thing. If they can get rid of
they
it,
use tokens?
did they in the campsite? I think it was. And they do a weird thing with the campsites where like they've only got like one actual proper campsite that's run by them, and the rest you buy a ticket and it's like
They're all
it's-
off-site as well.
Oh.
but not off-site as in like like you have to get a taxi to them. Totally walkable and totally like it's the equivalent of like walking from the arena to like Orange Camp at Leeds.
Okay.
Totally fine, less hilly if anything. But it's like I don't want to say. Is it like an independently run campsite?
But there's definitely opportunists that set up their own space on the grass.
It's a weird one, but and there's no like vibe at the campsite really, unless you get that one campsite. I think there is like a bit of
there's like a
vibe there.
party one, but we were too late, weren't we? And
Yeah.
we were just camping like and it was dead as fuck.
Well,
Maybe
got-
that's a Belgian thing. So remember Puckle Pop? There was no
No,
real.
Puckle Pop. There was a lot going on in the campsite. If you
Was
remember,
there?
yeah, because I remember when me and Jake walked to get Jake Varley when we walked to get a shower. That's just so you know, I'm not talking about Jake Hauser,
Oh, of course, yeah.
the man.
We might come back on the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we might make a return for 1 second.
Do you know Jake Hauser's been in every video for over the last year?
What do you
Because
mean?
he's in that end clip in
Yeah.
every single episode. Rollwich is great. I'm gonna give this lineup
4 stars out of 5. It's a 4 out of 5 for me, that, because it's
I'm gonna give it a 5.
really
Yeah. 4 headliners that are definite. Like the one I like the least is Green Day, but I'd still absolutely entertain and take Green Day. Purple Disco Machine's class. Sleeps, got into them a bit last year. Good band. Noah, I really like Noah.
oh yeah, Sleeps fucking hell.
You take Elbow. I think it's brilliant. I really, really like Jacob Collier.
Easy day on. I'm assuming that 6th is the Sunday, but nice easy day. Just seeing Noah and Olivia.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. 5 out of 5 for me.
Well, for me, I mean, there's more to be announced soon, so I've got to keep that in mind. But
Oh yeah, hopefully they don't unannounce any of those on the mort.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
We were just kidding.
But you know, it doesn't really. There's people on there that I would definitely see, but it doesn't excite me. So I will.
It is a bit the same, isn't it? Like from the other ones.
A 2. I don't know if I'm being really negative.
You're getting a
today,
Coachella, a Bonnaroo, and a Rockville headliner here.
Yeah, but just because they're also at things that we're going to, it
I know,
don't
but
mean
it's
I
just-
like
It's
them.
such a good concentrate. Yeah, I mean that's all
But
that matters. Isn't it? If you like
it's
them,
about
yeah.
my personal music taste, and I just don't really care about a lot of these.
They got Goose on there, man.
What about Beth Gibbons? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage.
Beth Gibbons and Goose.
B2B, I'll give that 4, by the way.
Mez, what did you say?
2.
A 2.
You fucking
Oh
imagine
my God.
every night you'd be fucking going mental.
hell, a 2.
God,
Linkin Park.
Every
Green Day,
single
Sam
night you'd have a
Fender,
great
Olivia
time.
Rodrigo.
Apart from Sam
It
Fender.
probably should get a 3. I don't know if it's just.
You said 2. You
Yeah,
could
I'm not going to
stick
be bullied
to your
out on my
guns,
score.
yeah.
Oh,
Right.
by the way,
Fucking idiot.
just to trigger some people listening and
Oh,
watching
no.
this,
Oh no.
that new Sam Fender song, it sure does sound like the fucking rest, doesn't it?
People
Jesus.
watching.
Yeah, Jesus
I
Christ.
tell you what, mate, you're right.
It sounds.
I love it. I don't know what's happened. It really does. It's unmistakably Sam Fender, that same kind of strumming pattern, same
Yeah.
kind of progression and stuff, same kind of journey through the song. I absolutely love it. It just clicked with me. It was amazing live.
Right.
Hey, if we're all the same. All right, let's move on to a festival that I hope
0.
we're not off to. Fun fact, we had the opportunity to go to Rolling Loud last year and they actually invited us, I think. And they were going to sort us out. but it was like we just couldn't really be asked going. I was surprised that Chucky couldn't be asked going because he likes a load of shit. but this year, I mean, looking at this actually angered me a little bit. I got a little bit angry looking at this. Because I'm so exhausted with pseudo performances from pseudo performers.
You know what this is a festival for?
Go on. People who want an Instagram story.
No, mosh pits being started before the tracks even started playing.
Yep.
There's nothing that like irks me more in life. Like, where's the mosh pit? Play a fucking song then. Like, start
where's
the song.
Breakdown?
Yeah, like.
So ASAP, really cool.
Yeah.
Really rate ASAP. I think he's very likable, very cool, and every song of his I've heard, I really like. It's not infrequent that he'll be on in here and I'll be listening to him. YG and Absol, I can get behind.
Not Sexy Red.
No, Sexy Red is talentless.
Yeah, but it's a good laugh.
But I don't want to have that good laugh. Yeah, we did. But then I had to see her at Flognor. Then I had to see her somewhere else. And I don't want to go to Calabastarfornia, right? They've got fucking mental...
If I want a good laugh, put Lancashire Hot Pots on there, mate.
Right, yeah. Where's the fucking lottery winners? Or Goldie Looking Chain? And every one of these fuckers on this fucking lineup... And this is a problem I have that I was thinking about in one of my 2 a.m. wake-ups. I was getting fucking angry about it. I was thinking, I need to tweet about this. All rappers, even the good uns,
Yeah.
even your Kendricks and your Eminems, just play the whole fucking song. Because they end the song after like one verse and a chorus. It's like if your audience doesn't have the attention span to listen to your full body of work, like your full piece of art that you've created, you need to castrate that so that they don't go, can't be arsed with third verse. Then they're not an audience worth winning over.
Oh, here's something interesting. I need to send you a video, and it's really opened my eyes, and it's about how artists don't write anymore. Specifically, rappers don't write anymore, and they'll just punch in, if you know what I mean by that. So rather than like writing something down, which is what M will do, or like any of the greats, Kendrick, he will sit there and write, and he will
Kanye does them in his head, doesn't he? Famously don't write.
Yeah. But what these type of rappers, I'm saying these type of rappers, I don't fucking know a thing.
It's mostly shite, mate. It
but
really
they'll just punch in. They'll be in the makeshift studio, and they'll just punch in. They'll record a line, record it, and then stop it, and then go, right, what's my next line?
God, that seems way harder.
It's
how you end up with shite, and part of the reason I'm so pissed off about this is because I've had to be subject to so much half-assed performances in 2024.
Yeah.
Flognor was full of shit. There was some good stuff, but it was saturated with shite. 21 Savage at Leeds Fest couldn't even be asked coming out.
I've ever seen.
You know, and then you think even about like, I mean, he's not really part of this crowd at all, but like you even think about Frank Ocean phoning it in at Coachella for people who like adore him and would do anything to see him, couldn't even be asked fucking putting the show on. And you just don't get that in like rock music. And I sound like a boomer and an old man fighting at a cloud, but I love rap. I properly do love rap. But all this type of new age SoundCloud era like shit,
and they come out and the rap it could be hard hitting on the actual track. It could be really well like enunciated, and the flow could be like really really well thought out. Let's say they did do all that stuff. They'll come out and they'll just scream it.
They do. It's always scream all the lyrics,
and even like people like Jay-Z are guilty of doing this. Just not
a lot of
enunciating it like with the same type of flow. But I just know this will just all be screaming it over the track.
I saw a performance of Ice Cube doing Today Was a Good Day about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched it and he's screaming, just waking up in the morning, God. And it's like, that's not the tone of the fucking song.
Yeah.
It's a chill song. And then I'd just seen him do it like a month ago at a Dodgers game or something. And maybe not a Dodgers game, but a sporting stadium. And he did it perfectly. I was like, that's how you do it. That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck all this shit. There is some stuff on there that would be entertaining, like Quavo. There's a guy on there called Peso who was on Kendrick's latest album who does some really good bars. Dave Blunt's is on there, who's that guy who's like so fat he needs the oxygen tank.
Oh, crazy.
God, that would be mental.
But this just wound me up because, and it's not even on Rolling Loud. They're just getting the brunt of my frustration because.
Hey, you know what this will be good for?
What?
The comments.
Yeah,
because they'll be telling us now. Oh, you're so wrong about this. You don't know the fucking first thing about hip hop claim to blah blah blah. I heard this about garage, you know. Yeah, I read a comment or two about me not knowing what garage is. Shut up. You're dumb. I'm smart.
Yeah. This for me, I've got to, even though there is some redeeming artists on this, I've got to give this a 0 just in concept.
Yeah, it's
harder.
Absolute 0.
Carty's shite.
But what do you mean in concept? Because if this is the genre of music this festival caters to, then surely anyone they put on, you would have the same critique.
Nah.
Hey, guess what? Even if that's true, it's my opinion, bro. This is a 0 from me.
You know what? Fine. So 2 zeros.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you giving it?
Do you know what? Put it as a 1 for me.
All right.
Because I do like ASAP.
Yeah, come on.
I would not only not want to go to this, I would actively avoid if that was like in my hometown.
Actively avoid staying all
Yeah,
day.
yeah, like.
But the lineup, they've had some great lineups at Rolling Loud.
I don't even want to.
This just ain't one of them.
I don't even want to speak to the crowd that loves this.
They don't though. They just think they do.
Yeah.
You want to? You want to?
Yeah.
I saw it at Flognaw. People just walk up to the band, get an Instagram story, and walk away. And it's like collecting Pokemon. And then they'll be saying, "Oh, that shit was so fire." And if you think that, then I envy you because at least you're having a better time than me. But
I'd really enjoy this. I'm probably, I'd have a really good time, I think.
there's not enough. The undercard's just not got enough on it.
I do agree with that, but it's one of those where I think if you went to see him, you could catch a beat really quick, I think.
Oh, I think it'd be shit.
Catch a beat. What does that even
It'd
mean?
be
man?
DJs
It's like,
coming
you
out
know.
for 20 minutes. Oh, fuck it. Get it off the screen. I
Well,
do want
wait,
to go
me
to
and
Rolling
Raz
Loud.
are
Yeah,
you-
Raz said 0.
I
I
said
said 1.
0 real hard. I said it 0
I'll
as soon
have
as I
to
saw
do
it.
one just to stick with my formats
Yeah.
of what I'm doing.
What Ben's going to give that one?
Best part about that festival is it's adjacent to the SoFi Stadium, so you can at least look at something nice.
All right, let's move on to a festival that me and you went to last year, Mary.
Yep.
This is Roskilde, the non-profit in
Oh.
Denmark.
Gibbs is back.
Who?
Beth Gibbons.
Oh, give me.
I just Googled her, by the way.
Yeah.
She's a 60-year-old woman.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Can I
on.
have a look at her?
Yeah.
So, heading up here with familiar name Olivia Rodrigo. Good for her, man.
Yeah, it's cool that.
She don't look 60.
She doesn't at all. I was surprised.
I can't wait to find out she's done some like shady shit and then we're cancelled.
Oh, you can't win them all, mate.
She was a singer and lyricist for the band Portishead.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know them, but
Yeah, they're shit, but I've heard of them. This is quite a lackluster lineup. I love Olivia and I love Storms. Nice to see Storms on a lineup. He's not been on any
Yeah,
so far this year.
I remember seeing this and thinking like, oh, he's actually doing something then.
where's the third day? Like, there's
This
two
is all
headliners.
that's announced currently.
Oh, okay. So there's hope for it.
I think there's 4 days, isn't there?
There's 4 days, but I don't think there's a headliner on each day.
Fairs. For me, this is... I'd really be not excited if I was going to this.
Yeah.
It's terrible, that.
Even with some of my faves up top,
There's
know,
nothing else.
Lambrini Girls really brings it down a
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
There really is nothing else there for me, personally.
Same.
Electric Callboy, they were good at
Yeah, they've
Grass Pop.
got a lot of energy.
And there is some names that you know, like, or that you see, like the Mary Wallopers and, Ginger's
I've
on
never
there
heard of
again.
the Mary
Have
Wall.
you
I
not?
hate that name, I really do.
Why?
Because my name's bad enough without there being a band out there with such a... It just sounds bad, doesn't it? The Mary Wallopers. It sounds like a big fat woman. So now it's the big Mary fat bitch.
Well, there's another band similar to your name on there. There's a band called Fat Dog. Who,
I looked at those two bands and I thought, how can we make a joke out of these two bands?
there we go.
Thank you.
There'll be such a Jessica Pratt on there as well.
Shut up.
It was also hard work, was Roskilde last year, if I remember.
It
It
was.
seems like a nice festival.
It was
it's-
lovely.
It
like,
is nice,
aesthetically.
but it was hard work. I remember getting stressed
Overnote, probably.
It wore overnote, and you know what? I think it was more of an issue with the
Thank
group.
you.
The group, like I was in a bad mood for a lot of it.
Oh, we were doing that
and
game with Chalk, weren't we? And it was just too much. No respect to Chalk for trying to entertain, but
the weather was bad. It was raining.
Yeah.
But the festival is a good festival.
It is.
A really nice community.
Great toilets.
It's a non-profit festival, isn't it? Roskilde.
Interesting.
Nice cartons of wine. Really
they were
cheap.
not nice. They really fucked me up.
You should just stop drinking wine. You can't handle it.
I'm going to give this a 1. No,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 2 because the two headliners are really strong for me.
0 for me.
0?
Yeah.
A 0?
Yeah. I don't care about Olivia. I know everyone.
What about Storms?
I just don't care. I
Fair
don't
enough.
Oh,
care.
you're so right, you know. You're so right. I don't care about Olivia.
Like, I don't dislike
So
Olivia,
you
but I
won't be
don't
going
listen
to see her in
her.
Manchester then?
Yeah.
What's the answer to the question? Sorry.
What?
So you will or you won't?
Yeah, well, I will go see her.
Yeah, exactly. So spineless. Put
But-
your fucking money where your mouth is. If you don't care, don't spend 80 quid to go see her. Give that ticket, spare that ticket for a fan who wants to go
Have you
see her.
seen it?
Oh,
Raz?
wait.
Have you seen
wait,
it? Raz?
hold up. You're like Manchester, England or Manchester, Tennessee?
Oh, he's got me there.
Have you ever seen her before?
Never.
See, when I see her, I think I'll end up really liking her, but I just haven't. It's the same with Sabrina. I only know like her big ones, and I like everything I've heard, but I don't
She has got some
care
big
enough
ones,
to.
eh?
Yeah, I love her big ones.
Guys,
Hits.
Great hits, amazing hits. Taste, espresso.
Bit of blue, bit dance, bit of blue.
Ah, lovely big pair of hits.
not good, not good.
So you're giving it a 0. I'm
Yeah.
giving it a 2.
I'm going to give it a 1.
Hey, we got the full trifecta there of 0 to 2. Moving on.
Yeah.
Good conversation, this. All right, let's move a bit more local. Here we are at Victoria's Festival.
I've always wanted to try this.
Same. And why? What is the reason that we don't do it? Because it's on
quite far, and it's on the August
Bank Holiday.
You know, it is sort of, well, obviously not, but like it's kind of festival suicide putting an event on that weekend, isn't it? Like,
I would have thought so, yeah, but I mean, clearly not, because there's like 4 other ones that have been going for years.
Plus, a lot of people more free to go to an event on that weekend because they don't need to book any annual leave if
Yeah.
they
Good
go
point.
on a Friday.
Then why ain't everyone go to Coachella? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
just
great.
thought it's going to be Easter there. I
Yeah.
thought it was a UK bank holiday, but it's going to be Easter Monday there.
Yeah.
Let's
wow.
take some eggs.
Yeah, I was thinking
You
we
can
should
freeze
do
them,
that.
can't
Not me though, I'm vegan.
Right, let's get into this one. So,
It's shit.
who we got here? Queens of the Stone Age, Yawn Festival, Madness. Okay.
Madness would be a great fun.
I've still never seen Madness. They would be a great fun.
They did Leeds that one time
Yeah.
for no reason, didn't they, in 2013?
You got the K's on there.
We like the K's.
Yeah.
We love the kids.
Bit of Daniel Bedingfield going on.
Oh, is he
Oh,
there?
yeah, of course he is.
all
You got
right.
Nathan Dawn.
Yeah, he
He's got
does
some
the
good songs
song.
that I'm sure I press play on. Vampire Weekend headlining. I'm sure, you know what, I bet that'd be quite good.
I've
actually.
never
Yeah.
heard a song by him.
They're good. They're proper white boy, like you have to think about it, a bit boring.
What,
Is it
Vampire
like
Weekend?
emo-y?
What?
No.
Vampire Weekend?
Yeah.
You never listened to A-Punk before in your life?
Well, sing it. Do it.
That doesn't sound out like.
Sounded
Joanna
like-
drove slowly into the city.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's their biggest hit, but
Yeah.
they've actually got
It's,
good songs
It's
as
a
well.
bad representation of Vampire Weekend, is
Okay.
that song.
They're
they-
very interesting, very good.
A bit
very cool
wombatty.
band. Not at all.
No.
See, that song's a bit wombatty to me.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not like that.
Right.
Scanning here, Last Dinner Party, that's a good slot for them. I think that's where they should be. That's the trajectory they should have been on for the whole year, but they've only got a few slots like that. A lot of their slots are quite low. Mary Walper's back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Travis. You got Nelly Furtado.
Shed 7.
You got
Circa
Scouting
Waves.
for Girls.
Oh, I'll take a bit of Top Loader as well,
Top Loader.
please.
They've got that one song, haven't they?
They do, and they're doing an acoustic set by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Rizzle Kicks. Kings of Leon are excellent. I love Kings of Leon.
They've got all of the ability to do an amazing set, but they just don't. A bit like Queens of the Stone Age, actually.
Ratings, really good fun. Reverend and the Makers.
Gabrielle.
Stood next to him the other day, really tall guy.
Yeah.
Just noticed Gabrielle on there.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What does she do? She's from back in the day, isn't she?
She
Yeah.
is doing an arena tour as well. So she's a great booking for that. This looks great. You know, if I was going to this, I'd be really entertained for most of it.
Gabrielle does Dreams.
Dreams can come true.
Yeah, you get it.
There you go.
Yeah. Block Party ratings, yeah.
This is class. I think it looks really good.
Mel C DJ set.
The headliners are, aside from Kings of Leon, I think I could take or leave, particularly Queens of the Stone Age, but there's enough on there for you to have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, like the headliners, I don't care about, but there's quite a bit in the undercard that I'd be really happy to see, like Daniel Bedingfield.
Mike Skinner DJ set would be good fun. Rizzle Kicks would be good.
I'll tell you
fun.
what, there's a lot of songs on there. There's a lot of bands on there that play songs white people get turned to.
There really is. I'd love to see the demographics of this event.
I reckon there'll be a lot of families at this.
Do you think?
Yeah, like they've got a comedian,
Where?
Joel Dommett,
Where?
on the top column.
Top
row.
column.
Top row. Joel Dommett is a comedian.
Of what?
What?
Oh, yeah, I see. You see Polly Money on there? From 1975.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
I think this looks really good. Oh, Craig David as well.
Oh.
Just cut
And
Is he doing
Ruby
a DJ
Wax.
set or his own thing?
off.
Because there's something
I
there
don't
next to
know
his
that-
name.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, it's proper set.
All right. I've come
Who the
around on
fuck
this.
is the booking agent for this festival, and what is running through your head? Because like, there's some weird stuff on here, and I don't mean like weird in like a bad way, but just like really out of left field. Like Ruby Wax, like I've never seen her on a festival lineup. I don't know what she does.
I think it's class, you know. I think it's a masterclass in booking.
Yeah, it's quite different. There's probably something for everyone, isn't there?
Yeah, like Top Loader. I've never seen them on a lineup. I don't think. Like,
I've seen them on a lineup for a festival that was really small, and they were the headliner. And it was a 3-day festival, and they were headlining 2 of the days. I can't remember what that festival was. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know.
like a Mel C DJ set as well. Like,
This is class.
yeah, it's interesting. Is what it is at very least.
I'm gonna go in strong with this one. You know,
Go on.
I'm gonna go in with a 4.
3 for me.
3?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, somebody go and let us know what it was like.
Right, here's one for you.
Oh,
Are you fucking ready? Bludfest Year 2.
this can barely be called a festival.
He calls it one, so we'll sling it on the lineup.
Mm.
Youngblood came up with an idea. Youngblood's a man of the people. Our Dom. He's a man for the working class from Donny. So he thought of a great idea to set up an affordable festival, which is a noble act.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, I do like Youngblood. The issue with the affordable festival is it's in Milton Keynes,
I know.
which means
Everyone's depressed when they get there.
1% of your audience is there already. Great for them.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to travel, which is quite expensive because it really is a destination city, innit?
Yeah, and he's probably got, I'd say most of his fans are probably northern.
Yeah, I would probably agree.
Mm.
But also accommodation is very expensive in my experience in Milton Keynes. So, you know, factor that into the story of we're setting up an affordable festival.
So
There's
it's
no
not
camping.
camping,
No.
right? It's one day.
So what they do here is in the Milton Keynes Bowl, they set up, as we learnt, Raz,
Yep.
they set up a stage and they'll, to make the event more cost effective and assumingly pass that saving on to you, the consumer, they'll run 2 events. So last year it was Chase and Status, wasn't it?
Yep.
So Chase and Status headlined as their own gig, not to do with Bludfest. Then the next day it's all transformed into Bludfest,
Oh.
which isn't unusual. Like Biffy did it at Transmit 2021.
Slam Dunk do it with Live at
Live at Leeds.
Mm.
It's just resource management
Yeah,
and
it's just
sharing,
smart.
splitting the
Yeah,
cost.
yeah.
Just a little bit of info there. I think this lineup is. I mean, it doesn't do alt for me.
Nothing.
Yeah, literally.
It's hard because I'm so not the demographic. Like, I don't hate it. Like,
I don't actively dislike Youngblood. I just don't.
I like Youngblood, to be fair, and I like the Chase Atlantic songs I've heard, and I like Denzel Curry songs I've heard.
Black Bear.
Black Bear I've heard as a feature on some stuff and sounds really good. But I just can't really comment on this further because it's not like where it's Rolling Loud where I actively like don't like it. I just don't know enough about this.
Same.
But I think it's well curated and he'll curate it himself.
I think like, so if everyone else loved this event, like let's say I'm hanging out with my friends, like all my friends want to go, and let's say we're from around there, or maybe I just don't mind the travel because I'm just going to hang out with my friends all day. I wouldn't be annoyed that I'm there. Like, I don't actively...
That's what you want, innit?
Yeah. Like if I'm there and I'm seeing Youngblood, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know this song. Like, I'd be happy with that. Black Bear will play like a song you know as well. It's fine. If you're that way inclined, I guess. But it's not for me.
What is that way inclined? What do you mean by that?
Youngblood fan, innit?
Oh, right. Okay.
It can just get a nice solid 1 from me. Not an offensive
I'm
one.
going to give it a nice warm 1 as well.
Yeah.
It surprises me that you've given it a 1 Raz.
Why?
Because you've given things a 0.
But the things that I gave a 0 was something I actively wanted to avoid. Like, I would go out of my way to not be in the vicinity of that event. But this, like, if I was in Milton Keynes and this was on, I'd be like, oh, okay. and like, if my friends were going...
Do you remember when we went to see MCR 2 days in a row, wasn't it? Or did you just go to
I
one?
just went in the one day.
So I did 2 days in a row, and I was stuck at Milton Keynes Stadium for like the whole day until it opened. There's naught to do in Milton Keynes. And just all the moshers just going straight into the M&S to just have a piss. There's an M&S right there. And it was
I bet
just
those toilets
over and over again, just emos, moshers.
Yeah.
What are you giving this one, Mez?
It's got to be a 0 to be authentic to myself because I think Youngblood's all right, but I don't know anyone else. So what,
Fair enough.
What more can I do?
Not a woman of the people, then.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple
more.
more.
Less affordable festival for Mary.
We'll do a couple more. So Exit Festival is something that we get recommended a lot as well over many years. This is one people were telling us to go back to way back in like 2016. So I thought I'd include it because there's some interesting names on there. A whole load of nothing that I've never heard of.
Tiesto.
Yeah.
Bangers. We'd have a great time.
Have we seen Tiesto?
I want to say yeah.
I think we have as well.
I think I might have. Where have we seen Tiesto? It must have been at some like... Was
Could
it
have been at
Tomorrowland?
EDC or Tomorrowland?
Yeah, maybe. Because I remember, like, yeah, it might have been EDC actually.
This lineup is interesting with the Sex Pistols on there because they're at Boomtown as well, which is mainly electronic, isn't it? And it's interesting to see them seamlessly slot in with genres that they're not a part of.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something I'm missing or if they're part of like a counterculture that was alongside like EDM that I'd never knew about, but it's strange to see them on there.
No, I think they just needed a place and they went, yep, that'll do.
What's the Boomtown Rats doing on there? Is Bob Geldof still in the Boomtown Rats?
I don't know anything about him.
They sing I Don't Like Mondays, one of my least favourite songs of all time.
Educate me. What's the deal with the Boomtown Rats?
Well, they're just like an old English band.
I've heard of them, but I know.
Bob Geldof was the singer, I think.
Oh.
But Bob Geldof is obviously a massive name in music. God, imagine if I've got that wrong. You have to be really careful, don't you, on this podcast not to... He replaced A$AP Rocky as the lead singer in the Boomtown Rats. Please tell me Bob Geldof's the lead singer of the Boomtown Rats. I know he is, but I'm second guessing myself.
Yes, he is.
Excellent. I don't really have too much to say about this because there's no going on.
New wave. Okay.
With this one, it's one of those where
It's in Serbia.
So I don't know if this is true, but that Eric Prydz.
Yeah, Eric Prides.
Prids.
Prides.
Prids or Prides, yeah.
I'm sure I don't know. Anyway, him.
Yeah.
I think that's like kind of similar music to Tiesto.
Yeah.
In a like a dancey
We've seen him before.
sense.
He does Call on Me. That's his
Yeah.
big hit. Call me.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So I'm right. Okay. So that kind of music where if you're with your friends and you're having a few drinks, you're gonna love a lot of this stuff on the lineup. Or I personally would, even if you don't know it.
It's very much like Kevin and Perry, kind of dance music as well.
I know what you mean.
It literally is on the soundtrack. Like it's of that era, and I enjoyed it.
Is it?
I think it was at EDC that I really enjoyed.
It was at EDC. It was, mate.
Yeah.
It was on that first night.
Oh yeah, because
the
Chuck
main
did
stage.
the twat, didn't he?
Don't know
That's
what
why,
that
because
means, the twat.
because you haven't watched Kevin and Perry. But yeah, two things. You'll like Eric Price, because of that one music video, right, lads? And you'll like Tiesto because of Kevin and Perry. So you'll have a great. Is that just the first night, or is it? Is
Yeah.
it
That's just the first 25
Wait.
acts so that's going to be like not just the first night.
So he was actually featured on Kevin and Perry, like the
I
music.
think one of his songs was.
Oh, okay.
What do they call it?
Because I've just googled him and he's in his 50s. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's an old dude. He's
only-
been going for decades.
Right. I only came across him in like the 2010s. So
Adagio for Strings. That's the one.
He's great. And do you know what, Mary? It's a good point you raised. With strength in numbers, you'd have a good time. We saw Eric at Tomorrowland, and he does this thing called Eric Presents Hollow. And that isn't billed as that, but it's where like it's glassesless 3D that comes right into the crowd. We only stayed for a little bit, and I don't know why, because I was really impressed by it, but maybe we had to be somewhere else. But I will give this a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
2 for me.
All right. We'll move on to our last one before wrapping up. Not that one. Let's have a look. Which one should we do? Should we do Slam Dunk Europe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Slam Dunk now has 5 Europe dates, which is cool. It's great to see the Slam Dunk brand, local, homegrown brand, branching out. The Slam Dunk main lineup this year is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was interested to see what talent they took with them around Europe, and it seems it's some of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Neck Deep are doing all of them. They just can't fucking get enough Neck Deep. They just don't stop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Like they're obviously getting older. Like they're a very similar age to us, and they're obviously doing like longer stints than us, like away from home and stuff like that. It must take its toll. But credit to them.
I guess when you're fueled by adrenaline, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not tiring, but every night when you've got people screaming your songs at you and you're just playing on a stage,
yeah, I bet that makes it easy.
it must be, yeah, you know. And a day to remember on 2 of these. It's strange how some are only doing some.
Yeah. It's it'd be good for him to get. I guess this is the logical next step for him to get a copy paste tour of each of these dates, and it's the same on everyone.
Yeah.
Like that's obviously going to do the brand very well.
Well, like on the Switzerland and Belgium date, I noticed they've not really replaced a day to remember. Same with Netherlands. So they've got the same acts as France,
But
they've
less.
just not like find another size band.
Look
like,
at that Belgium one. That's just a used Neck Deep co-headline gig.
Yeah, are they going to add more to that? Because
It does say more, plus more artists to be announced,
okay.
but you're not going to get anyone bigger than...
I wonder if, like, where is there a, maybe was there not a good place that a Day to Remember could play? Like, how big's Belgium, and basically how big's Antwerp? What kind of arena? Not massive arenas do they have? You know what I mean? Because a Day to Remember is sort of between the They could do an O2 show.
Yeah.
They could do an arena, a not sold out Leeds arena show.
I think with this, neck deep, bit the hand off like they do, eager to just get out and play as many shows, expose to themselves to, not like that, to as many people as they can. But then Slam Dunk were kind of left kind of scraping, who can we shove where?
Yeah.
Because the Day to Remember won't be coming over to Europe just for Slam Dunk. So they'll already have a lot of... this is just speculating. I've not looked at their tour dates. But I imagine they're doing a European tour. So then it's Slam Dunk's got to kind of pick up the pieces and just make them fit as and where it fits.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that the Ataris, who were playing on my birthday, funnily enough, in Utrecht in the Netherlands, you can't tell me that they're too busy to do some of the other ones because they're literally playing pubs.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they might all be doing tours, European tours.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a reverse engineered thing.
It's got to be
we already had these dates booked, like Neck Deep maybe started working these dates out, and then it's we can get a day to remember to do this big show in France. Maybe we could just put it all under that. I don't fucking know. It's far too complex. This would be such a much better poster if it was just a copy paste job of France this day, Belgium this day, because it's very hard to.
Your France and the Milan and France are getting really well fed, aren't they? Because they've got the Day to Remembers. If you said to me, "Do you want to go to Milan for Slam Dunk Italy?"
Yeah.
I absolutely would do that.
Yeah.
I would like to go to that. Milan's amazing.
It's a nice city.
You get there, no time at all.
Super cheap.
It's a shame it's on a Monday. Maybe we should go. If you want to go.
I'll go.
Yeah.
If I can't find
go as my late birthday celebration.
Do what they call an extreme day trip, mate.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So the thing is, I'm assuming a lot of English people will be going. But if you're going to choose a location to go to, you're never going to go to the Netherlands one.
I don't think a lot of
Belgium.
English people will.
Do you not?
Because they'll go to Slam Dunk instead.
No, but is the Slam Dunk lineup for us this?
Yeah, all these bands are off that lineup.
Oh, fine then. I thought it was kind of geared to bring people over, maybe it's for a little weekend away, day away.
We're not the centre of the universe, Mary. Not everything is... Yeah.
It's a tough one to rank this because you're not really ranking a festival, you're ranking 5 gigs.
It's more of a concept. You're ranking the concept of which one would you go to.
I love the idea of it, and I also love if you've got a bit of disposable income, there's no really stopping you doing a little tour and hitting all of them. The bands are doing that, so it's physically possible.
If rather than have a Day to Remember booked any, they haven't got any UK dates, have they?
They do, but it's not around then.
Yeah. Well, here's my point. Rather than go to see a Day to Remember in the UK or whatever, or any of these bands maybe in the UK, if it's not a Slam Dunk, just take a little weekend, maybe you work weekends, so make the weekday your weekend, you know what I mean?
Christ. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Just take the time to go you know what, I've never been to Lyon. I'll go there for a weekend.
Yeah.
It is the perfect kind of city break.
You're
never been to Antwerp.
Manchester's Neck Deep show this month has sold out. Oh, damn, I really want to see Neck Deep. Oh, I'll go to Milan.
Yeah.
And see him.
Yeah. And absorb a bit of the culture, have a nice coffee, have a great pizza, sometimes average.
Always average in Milan.
Yeah.
I want to like this more than my rating is, but I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah. I'm too. It's too complex for me. I get what they're trying to do, but that poster and sell me the benefit, not the feature.
That's great, man. It's you'd have got on well on the Apple shop floor. But yeah, I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. But I'm running out of attention span looking at this now.
Yeah,
so.
I really am. It gets 2.
What you saying, Mezoid?
A 1. I've been really low in my ratings today, but I feel like you've saved kind of the worst till last.
No, they're randomly. Randomly chosen.
Well, I don't know what's going on with me then. Maybe I'm just miserable.
Maybe.
One. What were yours? 2.
2, yeah.
Raz, 2.
2.
And that's the last one for today. So do submit your viewer and listener submissions in the YouTube comments or in the comments on major platforms. I think you can do that. And then
No, you can't.
yeah, you can, because I get a notification that says you've got a new comment on your podcast on Spotify.
I've
and
never
stuff.
seen where to
Really?
comment on Apple Podcasts.
Same, but maybe not on Apple, but you can anyway. You can.
What about the email address?
I don't check the email address because I don't have access. That's Ben's thing, and if Ben doesn't show up, then they've wasted their time. Just leave it in the comments, guys. All right. And what else? Yeah. So what we'll do viewer submitted lineups next time. Then we'll do best of. Hopefully Glassdoor's announced by then. So I'd like to get Glassdoor in the conversation. And then we're going to pivot into maybe looking at the over the years type stuff. Remember when we used to do that?
Yep.
So we'll get like a crew, like us 3 maybe. And we'll look
good
at...
concept, that, because you can infinitely recycle it every year.
You can, yeah. It's like Apple Explained does the complete history of the iPhone and uploads a new one every time the iPhone is updated. Right, we'll love you and leave you. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Thanks for sharing the love on the second channel. By the time this comes out, we'll be only a week away from a spectacular main channel video. So get ready for that. You're not ready. Not a week and a half. Fucking hell, I'm knackered. I've spoke too much. See you, Mary.
Bye.
Bye, Raz.
Goodbye.